Good day, fellow Rangers. How's it going? So now I decided to make a makeshift guide for PvP. This build of mine will focus on how we can maintain those critical damages we are so fond of, some thoughts on survivability, and a little bit of some infos with sense. Boom, boom, pow from long range. Those yummy sounds that's always resounding now more than ever because of meteor fission. I love those crit sounds landing from afar, especially when you've taken down those Insta/Royal Guards who can one-shot you most of the time. Ha ha ha! No offense, but that's where my satisfaction lands. Don't forget of our second master skill. Landing crits while on stealth mode is such a good plus for us. Only proper utilization and execution of deadly maneuvers is needed, and practice might be needed. Being a super squishy job gives a lot of challenge, especially when the devs don't love your job that much. You can pretty see it how they release new cards, but anyway, we can't do anything about it. That's one of the reasons why I don't take meta class. I want to find ways how to counter them, and I am enjoying doing that with the cost of my sanity and hair loss, of course. And enough for introductions, let's get to it. As you can observe here, ankle snare and arrow repel was taken as it will give us a slightly higher chance of survivability. It's particularly useful on PvPs with less people involved, like on 6 vs 6 and yo-yo mode. On Hunter skill tree, I still decided to take certain traps that might be useful for some reasons. Freezing the target disregards high flee, and some Aesir bonus damage that can be utilized if and only if they're caught with our trap. Also, don't forget about Ferity Awakening. At level 10, remember that this skill grants us 30% additional critical rate if the remaining health points of the target is less than 50%. Nature's Protection? Such a nonsense skill. Even if you take Aesir rune upgrades, they give you nonsense upgrade for 20 to 30 gold medals each, so it's up to you now if you want to also take this nonsense skill. But since I don't have anything better, I still decided to max it out. Now for the master skills, I normally utilize MS2 for PvP, but sometimes I have this itch to just go on full Rambo mode and activate MS1 just for enjoyment, and just eliminate anyone face-to-face with full disregard on surviving. Sometimes it works, most of the time, nope. Hidden Blind Spot is the most important part of this MS2 skill, as it gives us the capability to go on stealth while attacking, and 30% final damage reduction while we are at it. Now, here's to show you how I allocated my skills tree per tree. I will fast forward it a little since we've already talked about this. I really am thinking why put Nature's Protection and Release skill damage cards most of the time. Tetras go on millions even with Golden Thief bug card. Such a nonsense skill for a one-shot class, don't you think? I just wish devs can do some thinking about this. As for my inheritance skill, I just have the basics for PvE and yet to take active skills for PvP. For information, I plan to take remove buffs for easy killings. This is my would-be stats, if party buffs will be included, and as it will normally be on 6 vs 6. I'm still lacking on my target critical rate and still working on my PvP gears enchant. I'm new to this build and still exploring which is which and what equips would be the best in slot. One thing I don't have here right now is Hyagun Star card, plus the free bag from Kafra log which gives plus 10 crit. I might start using that. With that, it will reach about 300 plus crit rate. Proper enchants for my PvP equips is still in progress, so I think 350 critical rate is achievable. I'm still settling for Tenacity 4, since it's quite difficult to win the lottery on Armor Breaking 4 for my Vinked's bracelet. Armor, weapon, garment, and shoes is pretty much the same for my PvE gears. Another option for shoe card would be Fallen Bishop, since it also gives a decent amount of damage when worn. I wonder which enchants would be best for accessories. I was thinking of Tenacity 4 with crit damage or PDI as third stat for my options. Stormy Night Star plus Bloody Night Card Star will also be one of the best options you can wear on your weapons, as the proc rate of this card's multiplied because of Meteor Fission. As for the headgear card, you'll have plenty of options to choose from, as every player also have status effects worn. Those options are Mentalist card for fear, Nightmare card for sleep, Orc Hero for stun. Or you can just put Eggerus Star to fear your targets, since they are also trying to guess which cards and moves will be used against them. Player versus player is always a mind game, so always be wary of your surroundings and be ready to move as the situation demands. Mind games is really important for our class. Since we die instantly, Even your gears has the same or greater value as the one attacking you, except he or she is from the meta class. So, I just found my Royal Guard tank guildmate here, King Tot. I'm liking the crits that are appearing, which certainly indicates that this build is working. But surely they just would not die that easily. Maybe 1 year would suffice. Other jobs would be an easy target if we can just remain hidden, and of course if we'll have enough damage to dish out. So I think Moonlight and Smokey is still on the table. I might still get it for this purpose. Covert operation. Knock them out cold on the open field. Damage is quite decent. I can already live with this, but I know there is still much room for improvement. So it will be on my mission to push through this challenge. I enjoy it. I enjoy suffering. And if you think you and I have the same goal, hop on. Enjoy being one of the chosen few hard knocks. Be a ranger, be a fodder. Ha 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 ha. Be a ranger and suffer more stress. More stress than you already have. I hope you're enjoying what I'm building here. I hope you're happy with the sufferings of a ranger. Cause the more suffering means the more enjoyment I take when achieving each goal that I'll be having. It's always the happiness. We always look for happiness. I found it being a ranger. I rise to the challenge, come with me, and let's make more complaints on why the devs are blocking us. I'm satisfied with the current outcome of this one. If we'll have the capability to dish out a decent amount of damage on RG tanks, I know for a fact that it will be higher to classes with lower defense. Just remember Ghost Arrow for Warlocks with White Barrier. Let's just keep on pushing through even though it's disheartening. To my fallen comrades, I hate to see you go. But as I said, your time, your choice, let's just enjoy the game. Until next time. Rangers forever!